Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. With me, Matt. I actually don't have that many replays left to do, so this is going to be one of the last few ones unless people send more in. Anyway, let's go through the players. This is... It's something called Defiance. The Final Defiance or something? Anyway, it's a vanilla map. So let's go through the players. We have Kengi playing as the Commonwealth with Royal Commanders with hammer specialization throughout the gates. And representing the United States, we have Professor without a command choice yet. Facing them on the Axis side, we have Stockler Mulvey, the developer of Spearhead 2 mod, with mechanisierte tactics for the Waffen SS. And we have Eugen, it's pronounced Eugen I think, who's playing as Leiter Division for the Wehrmacht. So two very mechanized and mobile Axis commanders. Be fascinating. The Americans just moving out with basic riflemen to start off with. But we might have engagement soon with the Sappers engaging with the Pioneers at some point, but looks like the Storm Pioneers went very far ahead to grab this central trench area on this map. The Final Defiance, the Last Defiance? I'm trying to figure out what Alliance of Defiance, I think that's what the map is called. I'm not good at all the vanilla map names. Anyway, Gulwang here with an MT-34 moving up. Americans are behind cover though, so they are ready for it. So the first shots have been fired by the British over here against the Wehrmacht. But it should win at long range there. Ooh! But the SS is clearing some side blockers, good to see. He didn't want to do that. And those Storm Pioneers are going to get into a good position behind these trucks. Destroy cars and trucks, and yeah, they're going to get some good flanking shots there. Not good for the Americans. The British, however, are able to fight against the Germans up here. US and Volksgrenadiers trying to aim for a flank. As I mentioned, I don't actually have a lot of replays left. Oh! One flash hit hits that thing, however. No, that was actually a blocker. But not a lot of replays left. I had a few that was sent in, but they don't really fit my criteria. So that's why I'm not going to be uploading those. Anyway, if you do have replays you want to send in, just remember to follow the directions in the description of the video. Ooh, not looking good for those Storm Grenadiers. Oh, yeah, they got mowed down by all the Americans. Semi-automatic fire. Americans do have a lot of good firepower there. Storm Pioneers is still in a good position, healthy enough. And the Kulwagen will help cover for their retreat. Oh, we do have some British on the flank. So yeah, the Germans are not in a good position right there. MG42 Kulwagen here for the Leiter Division. The British are slowly moving up to secure the ground here. We also have a tank hunter section.
Machine gun crew awaiting orders.
Armed with an anti-tank rifle for the British. Also, my recording software, OBS, had an update today, so I'm wondering if that's going to have any impact on this. Looks like the British and Americans have denied the fuel down here for now. And they do still have their own fuel up here, which could be a big deal as the battle goes on. We have a Vickers machine gun coming in here for the British. Germans are trying to make a push here. Well, we have a merge with the re-echelon, good to see, so you can actually replenish your riflemen in the field by using the re-echelon to fill in the squad. Storm Grenadiers are supporting the Kubelwagen as it provides some supporting fire. Storm Pioneers coming up behind the Kubelwagen. It does provide little cover, actually. It provides light cover. But we have some more riflemen coming up here. Yeah, the Kubelwagen has to back off immediately. They lost the gun on the Kubelwagen, and that might be not a good sign for the Germans. Yeah, it's already been decrewed. Lots of rifle fire coming their way. We do have an MT-34 coming out for the Germans. Or will it be enough? Will there be enough time? Storm Grenadiers are going to go for a splintering grenade. They're just going to buy the Germans the time they need to at least get the Storm Pioneer back. Don't want to lose him. He's very expensive. So is most of the SS units, unless you go for the cheaper stuff from certain commanders. Like, he's actually playing Mechanist here, so you could actually get the cheaper infantry. Looks like he's going to rely mostly on the Storm Grenadier. Rifle grenade going out. Ah, didn't hit. So the Germans are going to be able to hold off here, and the MT-34 coming up. It's going to be a very big deal. Because meanwhile, sitting up here for the British to cover this part of the flank. The Wehrmacht is desperately trying to push in here. MP-40s have been equipped on the Volksgrenadiers as they flank the tank hunter section. Oh, Gewaltladung stun the rifle section there. That's going to allow the Volksgrenadiers to do a lot safer. But those Pioneers might be dead. Yeah, Pioneers gone.
Ready to set up a new forward base.
Well, the MP40 is being off though. Looks like the flank here will with the Grenadier support. Yeah, they got him. The Wagner moving up. But the Americans are meanwhile securing the southern field. Looks like the battle actually went against the Germans down here. I completely missed that. Oh, that's not looking good for Stockton Mulvey. So we have an anti-tank rifle here equipped on the Sappers. Looking good for those Volksgrenadiers. They might want to get back behind cover. Ah, they're gonna die. They're sacrificial.
An infantry squad has been killed.
Oh, they tried to get a grenade or something over the Vickers, but it's just attack grounding.
All-out attacks.
Shooting through the bushes.
Standing by. Army commanders ready to
You have a
go.
command car coming out here for Leichter. Unique officer available to you if you're playing as Leichter Division. That's an MG 42 on the top. That's actually pretty handy.
42 team is ready for action.
Versus some more Volksgrenadiers coming into the field. Meanwhile, the Grenadiers are desperately trying to hold on. The Kar-98's against a marksman armed rifle. Marksman armed rifle section. Oh, looks like it's been repressed, so they cannot fire back. It is calling artillery strikes, though. You know, the Sappers are too quick. They're trying to run down there with some anti-tank rifle fire. Now that's forcing the British to evacuate with that at least. MD-42 arriving for the Wehrmacht. And with the Americans still holding back the Waffen-SS. We have a half-track arriving though with some mechanized grenadiers. Because they're swapping out so the Sturm Grenadiers can get inside. MD-42 is being upgraded. Because if you're playing as mechanized theater, I don't think this half-track costs any fuel, which is a pretty big deal. And the Americans do have anti-tank rifle grenades, which could pierce this. Oh, he's going for the MG. Oh, the rifle grenades missed. That's bad. Yeah, because now the half-track can just drive around.
We lost a gun crew.
That is doing a really good job for Stockton Mulvey right here. And now the German infantry is coming up behind. Oh, it's mines! Oh, and all the troops inside died! But it is pushing the American troops to re-evacuate. So at the sacrifice of one squad, it does give him some ground. And that on the Storm Pioneers. Oh, killing them! Oh, that's expensive. But the half-track is trying to gun down the Americans as they run. Got it now on 2 squads. You don't keep chasing too far, there's 50 cal. The 50 cal can shoot right through the half-track.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
Oh yeah, it's been declared.
Enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Looks like the command car got decrewed as well. Not looking good for the Germans there, but the Waffen-SS is there to support briefly. Well, we have no... Oh, we do have a commando squad arriving here for the British. I completely missed. They've set up a forward assembly to operate from. The Germans now are able to get their fuel finally. Thanks to the 9th SS Grenadier. Basically the cheaper Rhine infantry you can get if you're playing as mechanized theater. Named after the German royal family, I believe. Oh, we have a half-track here with the Americans. Looks like they went mechanized. So we have a lot of mechanized forces for both sides, really. Only the commandos are not really that mechanized. Ideas mowed down by the 50 cal and the combat engineers. And I think those Storm Grenadiers might want to get out of that. Those Storm Grenadiers coming up though.
Artillery barrages are available at your convenience.
Grabbing an MG-34. Oh, but the British are flanking with the commando squad. Getting some very good flanking shots there. But the MG-34 looks like it might be saved. Wehrmacht is trying to push up on the commandos though. Throwing an instant grenade. And the scout car finally destroyed. Looks like we have Thompsons equipped here on both the Volksgrenadiers and the commando section. That's 4 Thompsons. That's a lot of firepower right there. Yeah, mowing down the Volksgrenadiers in seconds. Don't underestimate commandos. They're cannon bomb going out too. Yeah, that's pretty deadly. Commando squads are very costly, but very effective. Which you would kind of expect of them.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take
Rifle sections are fighting against the Pioneers here. Don't think that's a fight the Pioneers won. I don't think he was afraid of Gabaldaladnung, but the Germans are just lacking ammunition to do it.
We have lost a squad.
And the Grenadiers are slowly just taking more and more losses.
Advance rapidly.
We do have a Panzer F1 coming out. And the Mthis is down to very few squads, but they are setting up one of their base structures now. We also have a Panzerjäger squad with a Panzerbüchse. Getting a surprisingly lucky shot on the commandos there, killing one of them. And now the MG-34 setting up. Commanders retreat and they get a smoke drop when they retreat. Helps to get out of trouble. More mines being led by the American Echelon. That was moving up to that central trench. And we have the 30 cal here for the Americans, holding up behind the destroyed trucks. And cars. Perhaps destroyed motor vehicles would be the better thing to say. Grenadiers rushing onto the battlefield here for the Wehrmacht. But the Panzer F1 hits the battlefield as well. Oh, Bren gun mowing them down. Yeah, you don't want to be out in the open. Commander's still back to the field. Goes with a Jeep arriving for the Americans. Not sure what the Jeep is there for. You have a commander lieutenant called in. Very dapper right there. With his beret. Panzerbüchse doing his best to try and keep the Americans at bay. Americans using the hedgerows here to their advantage. Throwing a pineapple towards that MG-34. Ooh, almost killing it. Ooh, main gun disabled thanks to the Panzerbüchse. Immobilized the half-track as well. Surprisingly hands to have that Panzerbüchse. Force the Americans to retreat there. F1 is pushing up on the other side. Germans are suffering heavy losses, but the commander's being hit by a canister shell. Oh no, the canister shell got cancelled. This makes sense at this point. The British are lacking in equipment to deal with the Panzer F1. We also have some Panzer Grenadiers arriving here. We do have this AT rifle, but I don't think they'll do much frontally to a Panzer F1. Goes to the lieutenant nearby. Pulling artillery quickly here on the machine gun, I imagine. F1's driving close. Pulling high explosive shell. Oh, looks like he's aiming for the officer. Oh, didn't kill him. Oh, immobilized. Probably thanks to the anti-tank rifle. Also an open blitz arriving here with some more Panzer Grenadiers. Disembarking quickly from the smoke. These guys can actually repair engines, which is pretty handy. Commander's trying to push up, but they're being suppressed by the MG-42. And artillery landing down here. There's some mechanized troops arriving and an A-Fleet Sherman arriving for the Americans alongside this lieutenant soon. But Germans are able to secure the north here for now. They just need to get on that fuel. F1 is relocating quickly. And as a shot killed one British soldier. They'll recall in here. Ooh, killing a machine gun. But a pillbox has been established. Well, the Wehrmacht is pushing up aggressively now. Explosive loaded aiming for this sapper, I imagine. Good shot, but didn't kill that many. Suppressed them though. There's an 80 gun arrived here for the British. But the fuel point is becoming German now, which probably took a little bit longer than they wanted to. Pillbox will definitely help keep the American infantry at bay. Problem is we have a AEC arriving here for the commandos. Unique light vehicle available to them and some other commanders via battle groups. Pretty damn handy. But here's an A3 Sherman, probably one of the best Sherman models. That's not the EC8. It's on the same chassis as the EC8 though, so it's very good on the move. And much more up-armored. That left is scared the F1 back. Scared the F1 to back off. And now the AC can be armored high explosive, which it already has. That'll chew through the German infantry defenses. Of course, the F1 could deal with the AC, but ooh, that could be a problem. Okay, half track down. So Blitz might want to back off as well. Every's moving to the southern flank, probably to help deal with the SS defenses that are trying to desperately dig in. Prepare for the worst. They are getting an AT gun finally. They need that. F1 pushing up. Now the AC, if you switch to AP and flank, could definitely deal with the F1. But they also have the AT gun here to support. Oh, is that moving? Yeah, that's probably a dead F1. Engine is burning. While the A3 is pushing up here. Oh, Blitz went down. Oh, we do have a Panzerschreck inside the bunker now, thanks to the Panzerjägers. But I don't think I can hit it from there. No, barely. Not a good position to be in. It looks like the F1 did survive for now. It's gonna try and get a shot on that AC. And there goes the AC down. The AC's not that armored. Until going in the pillbox. But the pillbox is heavily armored. Oh, and it got close enough for the Panzerschreck to hit. The Panzerschreck is working as a deterrent for the tanks not to get too close. That's one A3 down. The pillbox is doing its job, suppressing the American infantry. But the SS is lacking in infantry themselves. Oh, immobilized! And now there's a pack present. Oh, and looks like they're moving up, but that might be too close. There's a high explosive shell coming their way. Oh, it overshot. That's lucky for the Storm Grenadiers. Smoking on the A3 to try and repair it. That F1 needs some repairs, but there's another AC on the field. The F1 is trying to flank. But the AC managed to get a flanking shot itself. It forced the Wehrmacht to pull back. A3 is gonna get out of there safely.
Got a captain hitting the field. Mark 3 waiting for orders.
Notice the AC is gonna flank him with high explosive shells. Oh yeah, killing one squad right there. But it's been immobilized due to a Panzerbüchse from the Sturm Grenadier, a Sturm Pioneer rather.
Send your orders. Enemy infantry.
Oh, there goes AC down. Looks like there was also another shot there from the Sturm Pioneers on the tracks of the A3. The A3 is having issues due to all these anti-tank rifles. These just being an annoyance and destroying the tracks. But is it in range for you to use high explosive shield? Probably not. But the extra armor is definitely working out. Well, high explosive used on the American machine gun, nice choice. So the captain is trying to use an artillery strike here while he's pinned. A3 got a critical hit there. That's American artillery going in.
Ready. Go ahead. Rear echelon squad ready for action.
But thanks to the concrete bunker here, I think the troops will survive. Players going over the battlefield for the Germans, so they know where all the allies are. They might really need some munitions, because then they could use that incendiary grenade right there. A3 went down thanks to the pack. Because the pack is getting improved breach. Yeah, incendiary grenade right there. Oh, very good incendiary grenade. More grenadiers coming in now for the Waffen. They just need the troops. Land matches available now for the British, and they're bombing this area. Germans have tried to spread out as much as they can, but land matches is pretty devastating. Looks like they didn't lose any full squads. But that might have been good enough. So we have a Panzerstreak on the Volksgrenadier. And Panzergrenadiers are made for another flank here, another command car called in. I'll try and flank this position at some point. Grenadiers are being shot at long range. The British are doing their best on an Overwatch position here with the Lieutenant. A Lieutenant, rather. Panzergrenadiers are trying to flank. We have another infantry section nearby. And the commando section is also nearby present. The Battleaton going over. No, no. Oh, that's a good one. Oh! That's painful. And then they mowed down the Lieutenant, yeah. Good Battleaton. And more artillery going in on the VSS position. So the Germans still holding on there. Meanwhile, the fighting over this point continues. He lost the main gun again, thanks to that 80 rifle. NG-42 sitting up. And a lot of land matches is opening fire. It's going to force the Wehrmacht to pull back. Oh, and the MG-42 got decrewed. Well, the SS is still trying to dig in here with the Hohenstaufen. And they also have more shelling on the American positions. Double A3 is being prepared. I don't think the 9th SS Grenadiers will win in a range-to-range fight with heavy cover when the Americans have the BAR. Especially now with the double Americans. That's a lot of firepower coming their way. They're holding for a while though thanks to the heavy cover, but the mortar might be able to help. That'd be costly though. Yeah, they have to pull back. Good mortar shell though. That destroyed the cover. So the Panzergrenadiers are gearing up for an assault. But the Panzergrenadiers are lacking panzers. They're operating without any panzer support at the moment. Pillbox is still operational. That's definitely helping the SS hold this position.
Sherman ready to go.
Like, there's some scavenging operation going on, that's good to see. Generally something you want to do if you're playing as the Germans. Oh, now we have the Panzergrenadiers pushing up with the Sturmgewehrs. Well, this would technically be a machine carabiner, I think, because it's not actually the STG, it's the MKB-42. So we have some propaganda artillery leaflets being flown overhead. That's going to slow down all the German infantry because they're scared it's actual artillery. That's a big psychological effect. And well, the A3 here is... I'm not really sure what it's doing, but so far there's nothing to stop it on this flank. And these troops are close enough to use Panzerfaust, they didn't even have them. They do have Panzerfaust, they just aren't close enough. Explosive loaded. And that's a Panzergrenadier squad. More Panzergrenadiers in a half-track here to secure the point. Smart, that's going to give them a lot more protection as they secure it. We have a Panzerstreak here. Now the Germans have that fuel point finally. Took them a while. Again. A double A fleet for the Americans is going to be hard to break through. Oh, we have the heavy forward observation bunker going up here now for Mulvi, which is a unique building able to make it assertive for the Mthis. I can see it gets a lot of fortification buildings. So this area is going to be very hard to break through. I could probably put an MG42 inside that, and I would be able to cover a lot of ground. A good shot from that pack. Oh, there we go. Got an AC on the field for the commandos. It's like an officer's been called off the map to try and get some funds back. Backs it up to deal with this AC. Empty down now. But AC goes down as well. I think it's worse to use an AC than taking out an MG42 in all honesty. Lots of smoke shells landing here to cover the Americans as they are preparing. But Germans have sort of quite a strong point here for defenses. Double packs now.
We are losing a sector.
The Germans are losing the field point again.
Territory is out of contact.
As the bridges quickly push up through the smoke. As smoke shells are landing everywhere. Might be an army ability being used. Oh, Thompson's going into those Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, yeah, that's mowing them down. Now it's a Veterans C5 Commando Squad. Because the observation bunker is being upgraded into a maintenance bunker. Which means you cannot garrison it anymore, but it will start repairing stuff around it. Also, I think it does have a big mortar on it, which it is using, so that's handy. So Mthis is just digging in and shelling the American side. Ooh, looks like the land mattress is opening fire on the SS position. Still not being as effective. Oh, they did kill the mortar. And also squad over there. The Mthis is taking heavy losses still. Oh, they lost the Panzerjäger. He's getting another Panzerjäger quickly. There's nothing here but the packs to stop the A3s. One the A3s have been immobilized. Ooh, but the A3s are hard to pen. Good job for that pack. The pack is doing a good job. And the pillbox just is so hard to get through. Calliope coming in for the United States now. And well, the British are still holding the northern fuel here. The Grenadiers are still trying to work their best. But commandos in this flank will make it very hard for the Panzer Grenadiers to push up. We have another Panzerjäger here. Oh, didn't penetrate. But the Americans are still taking heavy Sherman hits. Fighting continues up here. Commanders are quickly trying to push up. I think they're able to suppress because of the sheer amount of Thompsons there. Land match is opening fire again. Again aiming for the Mthis area. Killing another squads. That was another Panzerjäger. Pack being decrewed. And the pillbox trying to be established here quickly. Panzer 4H has arrived though. Which will be another big issue for the British to deal with now. Calliope opening fire as well. Lots of rockets coming in. But these are concrete bunkers. They're not easy to destroy. But now they're starting to stop the A3s from pulling in. There's only one pack arriving slowly. The place is completely fortified. And the maintenance bunker here will just keep repairing everything. Although the animation seems to be a little bit bugged. But they will repair it even while under attack. What the allies need to do is somehow get around the pillboxes or smoke them and get up and plant demo charges on these concrete bunkers. It's one of the few ways to effectively destroy them. Because even this Sherman's not doing enough. And more grenadiers are arriving on the battlefield here. Panzer 4H is doing it the best here, but it is a British AT gun. Ooh, okay, it's got some wood shots that H. It has to pull back, I think. But is he doing it? Oh yeah, he's doing it a little bit too late. He was lucky he didn't die there. Oh yeah, the SS grenadiers here from Mthis, they can repair stuff. That's handy. Doing their best to repair the defenses and everything. Panzer 4 arriving for the Mthis soon. Oh, looks like we have the French resistance arriving in the half-track. How unexpected and interesting. The French resistance is taking part in the fight. I guess this is somewhere in France. Germans is quickly getting inside the bunkers if they can to avoid dying. And yes, they are self-repairing thanks to the forward observation bunker. The commandos are still killing everything up here. Yeah, the mortar bunker is repairing.
Prepared for action.
Not looking good for the Germans, though they're taking very heavy casualties. And 4J pushing forward alongside the packs and some Grenadiers, some Stone Pioneers being prepared behind us. ECH should be able to fight the GA, but with the packs present, it might not be a fight they want to take.
Pioneer group is ready for action. Ready for action. Send orders.
Again, some shots in on the machine gun. As the pack's also trying to hit the position. Oh, but it's showing its rear, which might be a move for the ECA to pull in, but it's not doing it. It's because the packs are still present. I don't think he wants to risk it. The packs could do an effective job there. Commanders are hiding up here. Very nice position to be for an ambush. And a German guy trying to run off the battlefield. The ESA is setting up for a flank down here, but the GA is at present. Already having been upgraded with side skirts. Landmats is opening fire again. This time aiming for the Wehrmacht positions. Laying out both packs. Anyway, the Hohenstaufen is trying to make a push here. That's not going to work, so they have to retreat. Panzer 4H is ready again. Artillery called in this position. Looks like it's just normal mortar barrages, so that's not going to do a lot of damage to the concrete. Not a pillbox trying to be established. The pillboxes will do a lot of work to just hold the front lines, though. Good on them. Where's the French resistance? Oh, the French resistance is there. Okay. Pretty interesting we actually get to see the French resistance being used for once. It's the unique battle group available to you if you're playing as Commando. Scott arriving for the United States and double mortars as well.
Enemy flanking us! Ready to deploy!
So the pillbox is coming up there. It's going to cover a lot more ground for the Germans.
Combat unit ready.
And clearing us a side blocker. Very nice. So that I can like really threaten the front line. But he's trying to push the front line further back with constant machine gun fire from protected concrete cases. The mortar from the observation bunkers was doing its best. Aiming in this area. Probably aiming to take out the machine gun. Oh yeah, good. Took out the cover there. So it's definitely doing its job. A3's pushing up. Oh, he got Thunder Run. So now he can use exclusively high explosive, which is exactly what he wants. To punch through the concrete. He is coming to the southern flank here. We have an Aufklar though for the Waffe that says to keep an eye on the front line. Which allows him to get a very good view of what's going on, as you can see. You can see practically everything that's going to be coming his way. He knows that Scott is there and he's going to take a shot at it with the pack. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's one Scott down. Live opening fire. Honestly, I think the concrete bunker should protect you from artillery. That's just my opinion. Like while inside them, you just don't take any artillery damage. Basically, is what I would say. But also make the concrete bunkers and normal bunkers worth it. Oh, Sherman down there. That's for Jay having a brawl with a Cromwell. Double Cromwells actually. Looks like it's winning out thanks to the pack support. Looks like the ECA is pushing up that and destroying the J. Grenade on the pack. And the Hohenstaff don't have a Panzerfaust, they only have a Panzerknacker. Grabbing the pack quickly. Artillery is landing in around the SS positions. And the ECA can now get very good flanking shots at this pillbox. But I would probably target that instead, yeah. He needs to target the command building, I think. Or command truck. Panzerwerfer is very present now for the Wehrmacht. But the Wehrmacht had barely any infantry left. Neither does the SS in all honesty. Panzertrucks are being acquired here for the Panzerjägers. So yeah, Panzer will be enough. And that's the power of the concrete bunkers. It really allows the Germans to dig in as they should. I personally think they're fine and don't need a nerf in all honesty. Because, like, if they didn't have those bunkers, they would be dead long ago. Like that, it's only thanks to the bunkers that the Germans are able to hold this front line. It takes 2 seconds and 1 demo to destroy. Like, concrete bunkers are meant to be hard to break. That's kind of the point of them. Very nice job there from the defense of the Germans. Very desperate defense, but it seems to be working. Like, if the Allies had been smoking this or sending in the infantry to demo charge them, they could probably have pushed through at that point. The Free French is doing their best to hold here. Cromwell going down! Ooh! That Panzer 48 has done a good job for itself. Luge arriving here to deal with infantry can be loaded with high explosives, which it is. Might be aiming to take out all the British infantry positions, and similar. Oh, looks like the Aufklar finally got spotted. And artillery landing around the German positions. The Germans are losing so many units. Like, seriously, they are down to very few units at the moment.
Prepare yourselves.
Yeah, you keep trying to destroy them with indirect tanks and indirect fire. That's not what you're meant to do. You're meant to smoke them and push up with infantry.
MG42 mounted and ready.
Like, it's concrete bunkers. They're supposed to be very hard to break.
You ready for that, Browning? Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Looks like the Free French is trying to hold on here with the resistance troops. The man's gonna try and intercept up here. That's gonna be a very brutal close quarters engagement. Yeah, both Screediers down. Those commandos are fucking nightmares to deal with. Ustugi is in trouble. Looks like it might be able to get out of there if it's lucky. Looks like it will. That's 48 trying to make some distance now. It'll not last long against an actual Sherman like an A3. Depending on the distance and everything. Yeah, it looks like the Panzer IV knows what's coming. Ooh, no penetration from either side. Live holding fire again.
Forward elements report and infantry unit lost. Fire alert! Flank him!
Well, good shit there from the GA.
Obtain field promotion!
Ah, but no penetration in the last shot there. Oh. Oh, you got him!
Shot off!
Decrewing it.
German tank knocked out! Send orders!
Looks like all the bunkers are almost gone. If they just keep the bombarding going up, because the repair teams do die, and it has a while to actually get back. So that's a problem.
Relay orders!
Well, I guess they have 10 minutes to beat the German defense then. Germans are still holding on for now. Barely. They barely have any units.
Prepare yourself! We have lost contact with a heavy tank!
Hey, like, Stock barely has any troops. I don't know why they're complaining. A lot of complaints today. It looks like the German on the northern flank is slowly getting back into the action thanks to the Stuge arriving to deal with infantry. Oh, it missed. There we go, 80 gun clear. That's the problem they had to deal with. Not just to deal with that Cromwell. Now Mthis is doing close range fire. Oh yeah, Germans just lost a few units there. And yeah, Stock was right, like he at several kids had no men left.
Infantry attacking in force!
Yeah, that's the bunkers doing their job. They are meant to do what they're meant to do.
Infantry assault!
Just use smoke shells or smoke grenades. Like that's... Yeah, always use smoke. Remember smoke, people. Using smoke weaponry is actually very important to get up on defenses. But yeah, Stock is barely holding on despite all this. Range gunner running for the United States. Another A3 coming onto the field. At this point, you can probably just load the A3 with high explosive shells. That might just do the job. Germans are still trying their best to dig in and survive. The man have tried called in to help supervise. No tanks available for the Wehrmacht at the moment. Just the Panzerwerfer. The Axis barely have any equipment left and they're still holding on. All rifle sections pushing up. The packs are doing their job, at least, threatening vehicles to stay away. But the good artillery strikes take out the packs, and then after that the tanks can roll in to take out the bunkers. Ooh, I think the Fleets might be able to snipe the command there. Hard to say. But here's another a free and another Cromwell. The British still hold the fuel. The Allies still hold both fuels. So I don't think the Germans can make a comeback unless the Allies really screw up on an assault or something. Panzer following fire. Probably aiming around here. Yep. Honestly, did not kill that much, but the Free French, we were trying to recruit the AT guns. And hit the shell of the tank. The wrecks of tanks will actually do a lot of obscuring. Not looking good for the A3 gun there. The A3 shield has to back off. I was getting a second Calliope might actually be a good idea. You can just keep concentrating the fire on the AT guns, you could probably slowly kill them. Another Panzer 48 has arrived though. So good on the Germans that Stock is slowly stabilizing their position. Been very hard to make a comeback though at that point. Mattcasting opening fire again. Oh, squad died due to a rocket hitting the bunker. And Panzer 48 now using his MG34s on the front line. The A3 is pushing up. There are pack support though. Oh, destroying the gun! This Panzer 48 is doing a great job.
Just lost a medium tank.
But A3 is arriving though. Let's see if the AJ is as lucky as this time. Got more artillery going in. They're aiming around here. Oh, I think someone was aiming at the Panzer IV, but it backed off. Wehrmacht is slowly losing ground though. Commanders are still pushing up. Throwing an instant smoke grenade. Yep, commanders have to get out of there.
Standing by. Hunter attack! Counter!
Yeah, he's going for it. Risky maneuver, but it might work out. Yeah, it's getting at long range. Like the Panzerwerfer hit there. Didn't do too much. Ooh, the battle is taking a long time. Been a very long match. Several AECs are being prepared.
Sherman ready to go. Crew, get ready.
It's just the Panzer 48. Oh, excuse me, I just ate something. French could get a good shot here. Yeah, very good shot right there. There it goes, it's down. That house is going down thanks to the artillery calling by the half track. The Wehrmacht is still holding on, but I think the British are preparing for a push here. Double AEC is definitely a deadly combo. Especially if they like go around up there. But after that, they're still holding this concrete fighting position.
Get ready, guys. Armor ready.
Grenadiers reporting.
Oh, they're salvaging the truck. Well, it's still actually operational, which means they get more from it, I think. 12 fuel, it's a light vehicle, so not a lot. Landmass is opening fire again. This thing has gotten so many kills throughout the game. And if one rocket just hits right there, that might be the the Panzerwerfer dead. Ooh, hit right there, right next to it. Ooh, that's close. You see a command tank got hit by the packs.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits? Green as green can be. Well,
Looks like the French resistance half track is providing some covering fire on the flank. Places machine guns. Aircraft riflemen pushing over the BARs. Raketenwerfer opening fire. That's close range. Ooh, not looking good for the Germans, so they're being overrun.
Enemy forces are securing our territory. Fire for their HMG!
The French resistance coming up behind as well. They're trying to take out the Raketenwerfer. That goes. Now they're actually threatening German base. I don't think they can hold for much longer at this point. Panzer 48 has been moved northwards. Oh, it's too close to the Cromwell though. The Panzerfaust saves it. They finally have a Panzer 48 still of their own to help. If the packs get cleared out, this tanks can just start dealing with the front line. Light opening fire again. Oh, and Stock has no infantry left. Oh. Now the tanks just need to go and destroy the things with high explosive shells. Oh, he's destroying the AT guns. Very smart move. That's just the Panzer 48. Falling with the EC8 command tank. I just the side of the forward observation bucket to use as a cover. Very smart.
Combat unit ready.
Now the A3 can push up. Like no damage there. Oh yeah, that's a good target. Yeah, good job. That's what you meant to do. Good attempt with the Panzer strikes there inside the bunkers. And yeah, that killed the Panzerjägers inside. Got a Panzer strike inside there. And both Panzerjägers are dead again. Oh, and now there's no defenses. And now it's just getting up close to shoot them. Boys go for the trucks. Very smart move.
Taking the field.
I think at this point the Germans have nothing, but the Panzer IV H is moving out down to help. There's also an AEC nearby. And the British are still moving up on the northern flank. It's just the Panzer IV H trying to hold them back. AEC is down though. One more pack has arrived. Rommel going in for the kill. No penetration. Panzer IV down though. Definitely shows the power of the concrete front line. It can hold. And that's the advantage of going mechanized. You can access that forward observation bunker, which can really lock down an area. But now the German base is just getting overrun by tanks. They just need to destroy the bunkers still if they want. One more Panzerjäger still trying its best to try and hold the front line here. And artillery shells are coming in as well from the rockets.
Our brave infantry is dying.
Panzerstrike is being equipped though.
Unit ready.
Missed. And German base is just getting blown to pieces.
Our HQ is under attack.
Yeah, I think this is over for the Germans despite their brave attempts. The Allies are pushing through bit by bit. Panzerjäger's doing a good job though. Ultimately they will die. And there's only the SS truck left and the Kampfkraft Center.
Ready, set, incoming! Unit ready.
Half-track called in with some Panzer Grenadiers. And a Storm Guardian in the back here holding the back.
Infantry neutralized!
Oh, that's not a good retreat path. Oh yeah, someone is mad here. Yeah, he died at the end. Oh, oh poor guy.
Combat unit ready.
The Germans could really just surrender at this point. It is really over. There's nothing they can do. They just need to use that Kampfkraft Center and then they're gone.
Wellington
And that's it. Pretty long match. I'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye bye.